Hi, it's Jared from Strongroots Farm. It's another Farm Tech Friday where we show you hacks and tools and tricks to do things around your farm or homestead. Today we're talking about dead batteries. And so you got a dead battery in a tractor or a truck, car, whatever it would be. What do you do? Well, first you can go old school with a set of jumper cables, and that's good and all, but sometimes you can't get to the battery. If you're like me, you pull a tractor into the barn, it goes dead over the winter. How do you get another vehicle to it with a battery in order to jump it? You also have battery maintainers like this small one that we have. I've showed this several times on my channel, but this doesn't necessarily help for an already dead battery. It's meant as a preemptive tool. Lastly, you have a battery charger. This is my 20-year-old Traveler's battery charger that I bought from TSC, and these are great. You can charge batteries, they have a jump start setting, you can jump a battery with one of these. But these require electricity. So if you park a tractor in a shed that doesn't necessarily have electricity, this will not work either. And lastly, based on the thumbnail and the title, I'm sure you've already guessed, but we have our AVAPOW car jump start pack. This is the A68 model. So this is not only going to be a review of this product, but we're also going to show you what this thing can do. We're going to put it through the ringer. I'm excited about testing this thing out because it is literally half the price of some of the other leading ones on the market. Let's get to it. Stick around. We're going to go through all of it. Thanks for joining us. A car jump starter pack has been an essential tool and a very useful tool on our small farmer homestead, as well as any other person who has a car or a four-wheeler or even a garage. And I would even recommend small businesses have these. This is a great customer tool service thing that you can have at your front desk or in your office. And if somebody's car dies in your parking lot, you now have a way to offer them help in a time of need, extending that customer service. And it really doesn't cost you anything except a handshake, a wave, and a little bit of time to help them jump their vehicle. Today, like I said, we're going to be going over this Avapow A68 model. This is a 12-volt model. It is a 6,000 amp model. So this is one of their larger models. This is meant to do any gas engine on the market. So even all the way up to gas dump trucks. And it will go to a 12-liter diesel engine. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that because there's some issues with that. But I'm going to show you the Amazon link to this right now so you can get the full description of what they're saying this model will do. But after talking to the technicians, they are a little concerned about the weather. Right now it is cold, right? We're in our shop and we're going to go out and test. There's snow on the ground. And so it's 32 degrees today at the peak, and it will get down to 16 tonight as we start testing this thing, and it will stay that way through this whole video series. All of the temperatures will be below freezing level. They're concerned about diesel engines due to how long have they sat, how cold they are, have you plugged in the block heaters if you have that advantage. And so know that if you have a very large diesel engine that has set, that is dead, it will pull a lot of power before it ever cranks over the motor. And so this company is a little bit concerned about that, 12-liter engine. What is it going to do in the cold? At the end of this video, we'll do the unboxing. I'll show you what's in the package, what the case looks like, what all the buttons do. If that's what you want to see, it'll be towards the end. But most people want to see us actually use it. So we are going to go through that first. I have a tractor to test and a car to test. I will take it through the motions, show you how it works, and go over everything, and you'll actually see it perform uncut. So I'm not gonna make it work and then cut those videos out. If it doesn't work, you're gonna see it. So we're gonna get in the truck, we're gonna get going, get these things started. Keep up with us. All right, so for our first test, we have a pretty standard car. This is an 05 Corolla, and it has a 1.8 liter gas engine in it. This equipment should easily, on a standard situation, start this car behind us. But we are not in a standard situation here. This car has been sitting for months. It hasn't been ran, and it has been dead in this situation, in this community, on this street for over a month. So it sat here dead in the cold, 32 degrees. Will it start it? I think we're gonna have no problem with this one, but we're gonna get it running. In this next little piece here, you're gonna see him start the vehicle. I want you to watch the light on the jump start kit. And so what happened is he turns it and he doesn't keep the key on to start it here, and the light goes from green to blue. What he did was he shifted his body and it kind of shook. That car had some kind of a clamp and it had all these things, so it was really hard to get my red clamp on the positive battery pole there. And when he shook, it went blue for a second and then made a good connection, and then the car starts. So watch for that light, and that is a key point. You need to make sure you have a good connection. Shake it around, might have to wipe that battery pole off before you put this on, and I'll talk about the safety here in a second about that, why I like this function. Got it hooked up, got the green light, we're gonna go ahead and give it a start. There you go. So I was pretty confident that was gonna work. It has been dead. That is an unusual situation by far. So if you have a small car like this, this is an oversized unit, like I said. This is a 6,000 amp. It will do any gas engine, and here we are with a small car. But because of the cold, the unusual situation, I didn't know if we were gonna have troubles or not, but I was confident in this unit, and it did start it quite easily. So in a normal situation, you come out in the morning, you had left your lights on the night before, but the car is typically running and not sitting for months with a dead battery. And this is a discounted battery, he said. He bought it at Rural King just to throw it in there to get it going. He's trying to get rid of this car, and it started right up. Very confident. That was a pretty good, easy test, but I expected that one to work. Let's talk about that safety feature. So if you think about a set of jumper cables, if you've ever done this before, and you put them on the dead vehicle first, is standard what you're supposed to do. But I've seen people do it wrong, and they put it on the vehicle that is running first. And if you spark those things together, or maybe in your favorite villain movie, they'll take jumper cables and they hit them together and they spark, right? This kit will not allow you to do that. When a full connection is not made, that light goes blue and there's no charge coming out as a safety function I have found. So you put the red on, it will not spark if you hit something else. So it makes a full connection first. I really like this safety feature, but it is a little thing that you have to kind of pay attention to. You have to wait for the light to go green, and then the vehicle will start. All right, for our next test, I have my John Deere 5045D. It's a diesel engine, of course. This has been a problem since I bought this tractor. It's several years old, about 10 years old, but it doesn't have very many hours on it, which is the reason I bought it. But the guy I bought it from put too small of a battery in it. So I've really had trouble starting this thing since I've had it. It starts fine during the summer, but when it's cold, it's kind of hard to start, even though I keep a battery maintainer on it. So this battery needed to be replaced as soon as I bought it, and it's just kind of gotten me by, but we got to jump it today because I need to spread some manure before the ground thaws. So we've got it hooked up. The green light is on. It is obviously clicking here. The battery was full at the beginning of this. So let's see if it starts. All right, here we go. Let our glow plugs heat up. Still noisy, sorry, but I did not expect that to work whatsoever. This thing definitely has some power. That was very successful. It was able to jump this tractor. I was kind of concerned, but that unit does have quite a bit of power. To give you some specs, this is a 54 horsepower John Deere. It has a 2.9 liter diesel engine, okay? And once again, that battery does not have enough cold cranking amps to start this tractor properly. It is not really the correct size, but it has worked. So I've been making it limp along, and today I would not have been able to spread manure if I didn't have that jump start kit. So that worked very well. So we successfully jumped a car. I had another truck, but somehow the video messed up on it. And I successfully jumped a 2.0 liter John Deere tractor diesel. So you've seen all those things. I'm very confident that this thing will do what it says it will do. I am a little bit concerned about 12 liters on the diesel side if it is super cold, like we talked about. So if you have something that's a standard truck, you know, I have a 6.7 Cummins, I would not worry about it jumping that on a normal circumstance. If it sits dead for months and it's very cold outside, something larger than that, you can run into problems. Let's get into the unboxing. This is a very nice unit. I want to take you through, show you all the buttons and those things. All right, on to the unboxing. So it comes in this nice cardboard box, very nicely labeled. It was sealed tight, and it was inside an Amazon cardboard box as well. As I first opened it up, it pulls right out to this nice case. This thing is kind of hard, and inside it's very soft. It zips up. You can see it's about the size of a small shoebox. Very nice case, and I've already got it a little dirty as we went through our testing. As we open up the case, of course, there's manuals and some stuff from Amazon in there. Don't need that right now. You open it up, and it's very nice. The jump starter is on one side with this pad, and then everything else fits in this nice web case. So you have your jump starters as far as the positive and the negative clips that you'll put on the battery. And then this unit here plugs in to our jump battery pack. It has a light here that will tell you if it's hitting correctly or not. It will tell you if it's good, as far as maybe a good connection to the battery. It also has the charging cable, which is kind of short, but the nice thing is it's USB. So it will charge literally anywhere a cell phone will charge. You plug this little cable into the battery pack using a cube block. You can put this inside your car. Wherever you would like, you can charge this battery pack. Next, let's look throughout the battery. All right, the battery pack. This is super lightweight, super small, has a nice carrying handle, and it's very, hard built, well built, conditioned here. Go over some of the things. You got your power button here. The 4-light system tells you how far it's charged, and as you plug it in, it will blink and show you how much longer to charge it out. You have a Type-C input here. For a charger, you have some USB outputs if you want to charge a cell phone or something while you're camping or something. It also has a DC output, and they send you a plug that goes in here with a cigarette lighter, female, that you can charge other things perhaps with this. Over here, this is where you will plug in the charger for your clamps, okay, for your red and black battery clamps. On this end here, it has a nice light. I'm gonna try to show this on camera, but it may work a little weird. If you hold it in for 3 seconds, it will turn on a light. And it's not showing well on camera, but this is quite a bit of light if you are jump starting at night. You can also use this as some road protection. So you push it another time and it blinks. So bystanders, as they're coming by, would know something's wrong. You push it a 3rd time and you get a strobe light, okay? And then the 4th time it goes off. I'm very happy with the construction of this. Very durable, strong outside, injection molding plastic everywhere, but also very light and easy to move around. Once you're done jumping the car, it simply all fits back in the nice hard case, zips back up, and can fit pretty much anywhere in any car, truck, SUV, whatever you would have, or stored under any desk, as far as in an office building or something. This case is super strong. I do not worry about this thing bouncing around if I had it in a toolbox of a truck. I think that this thing would control this and keep anything from damaging. I'm super happy with the construction of the case and the padding on the inside. I want to talk a little bit about sizing. So if you're not looking at this model, if you're looking at another customer, or if you're looking at a different model of the AVAPOW, you want to look at what it will jump, and I would go a little larger. You never know who you're going to be helping out. So if you just have a small car per se, you can get a much smaller model that will jump your car and keep it around for just you. But if you have a farm or a homestead, I would recommend this larger model. You're going to see us jump some big trucks, some tractors, things like that today, and it will take a little larger model than your standard small car jump box. So just be aware of that. Make sure you get one that is sized appropriately for you. Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Thanks AVAPOW for sending us this. We were very satisfied with this product. It was a lot of fun to make this video too, seeing what we could do, putting this thing through the ringer. And this is not going to stay here on our farm. Even though as much as I want to keep it, I've decided to give this away. Stick around here at the end of the video. You'll see where we're going to end up with this. Appreciate everybody watching. Please like and subscribe. We are a farming and homesteading channel. If that's your thing, we would love to have you follow along with us. Until next time. Well, today we're at the Crossing Church. This is where me and my family go to church in Batavia, Ohio. So if you're in the local area and you're looking for a church, this is where we go to church. Come and join us. We also have a YouTube channel and we have online services. So if you're looking to go to a service from home, this is where we go, and this is where the Jump Starter is going to end up. So I wanted to come during the week so I didn't look like a weirdo out here with everybody going into church and me videoing. But this is the front of our building. So when you come up, these are the doors you'll go in. And if you can imagine having this kit right inside these doors at a welcome center. So when I thought about having this kit at a business or an organization where you could help somebody, when you can show the love of Christ, what better way to do it than to help somebody in a time of need? And so I'm going to give this to the church. We're going to put it in the welcome center. And then if somebody ever comes and they need a jump, we're there and we can help them. And this kit is a great way to do that. So there you have it. This is where it's going to go. I'm not showing this to, be boastful or anything. This is just what I've decided to do. And I'm throwing it out there because it may be a good idea for you and your church or your small business or whatever it is that you would have, your farm store. It can work just the same way, having that available for customers or people coming to your church. And if your church doesn't have one, maybe that's something you could give. That's a way you could give back. And so that's what we're going to do. This is where it's going to be. Thanks for watching today and sticking through this whole video.